A newish feature in the more recent versions of Excel is something called Sparklines, which allows you to draw a little graph within a cell. Now this helps in two main aspects, especially from a financial modeling point of view. Firstly, you can get a trend of a whole bunch of numbers, so for example all these numbers, and also it helps a bit with error checking. So let's first see how it works. I've got a whole bunch of sales. You can see they go across for about 24 months. I want to quickly see, what does this mean? So an easy way to do that is I go to Insert, and you'll see here next to the graphs there's something called Sparklines. When I click on the first one called a line chart, wherever you are is where it's going to go, and then it says where's the data. So if I highlight that and I say OK, when I go back you'll see within that cell we now have got a little line. And all that line does, it gives you a sense of what's happening. So you can see there's a gentle trend up, then a bit of a drop, and then starts going up. So this is quite a useful one just to understand the trend. Where we think it's also useful is for error checks. So for example, if over here, outside of our screen, someone accidentally, instead of typing 143, they typed 1430. If I go back here, you'll see the spark line immediately indicates there's a massive spike there. So that's a good indicator that there might be an error. Another type of spark line you can use, so if we say Insert, you'll see by the spark lines there's something called column. When I click in column, I again specify where it must look. When I look here, you'll see it now gives us sort of a Manhattan graph, shows us what's happening on a in this case monthly basis. The third type of sparkline you can do is here something called a win-loss. So again I point at the data, and when I look here, what this one does is if it's a positive number it's a blue up, if it's a 0 it's a blank, and if it's a negative number like that minus 100, it then's a red down. So you can quickly get a sense of, for example, month by month transactions, are we making money or not. As with all things in Excel, these sparklines can be customized. So when you click on a cell with a sparkline, you'll see there's a new tab called Design with a number of different options available. More about sparklines are covered more in our dashboarding type courses.